Keep it going for David Boyd, guys. And we are rolling now, man. All right. This next guy comes to the stage. Very, very funny man. And I am proud to say that he got to start performing comedy with hysterical events. And it's exciting to have him here on stage. He's going to be featuring for me at Jerry Farber's Side Door on September the 13th. So we're glad to have you here. Please put your hands together for Mr. Chris Marler.
How's everyone doing tonight, huh?
Yeah.
It is lively in here. It's like I'm at a fucking Nickelback concert. There is no one here. This place is desolate. I'm almost afraid like somebody from Cheaters is gonna burst in right now and just break up these two in the corner playing pool. Just kidding, you were playing with this anyway. Oh, you did like that? Okay, fine. I don't know if that's like a sadistic laugh or if he's like actually laughing at what I'm saying. Anyway, I'm a little bit nervous. I'm a little bit drunk. These notes kind of look like hieroglyphics right now, so I even fucked up that joke about my notes. So I had an interesting week. I accomplished something I never accomplished before. I looked at my high school crush, which I was pretty excited about. She never gave me the time of day in high school at all. And so it was like that, you know, the revenge, anger bang. And she was really popular, she was really hot, she was like a cheerleader. She was senior superlative, most likely to be remembered, which is ironic because she gave me an STD, and now I'll always remember her. So it's just like once a month during flare-ups, so that sucks. Even more ironic, she was from Charleston, and she gave me crabs, which I thought was kind of funny. Which is a bad name for an STD because with the discharge, it kind of looks like shrimp and grits. So I know that is gross. That is very gross. And I wasn't going to do that fucking joke, but they were eating in the background, so I figured I would do it and see if something bad came of it. Anyway, guys, I thought it was going to be like a really welcoming intro after that happened. So the economy still sucks, right? Okay, it doesn't. Okay, thanks, guys. It's almost becoming like so bad that like the word economy is becoming offensive. Like it's like a slur, like a cuss word. Like they gotta start thinking like different names for it so it doesn't offend people. So I started thinking about like what words you could use, and I was thinking quirky, as in like Corky from Life Goes On because it's so down all the time. Down syndrome. That's a retarded joke. Nah, that's like a retarded joke. I'm not gonna use that again. Anyway, I guess I'm just gonna flip through my notes, see what else I got. I have nothing else from Life Goes On. Are you serious? There goes all my topical jokes. That blows. How many notes did I write down tonight? I don't remember. That's outstanding. This actually happened this week. I got a new boss at my restaurant that I work at. No big deal, $30,000 a year, and I got pretty nervous. Thank you, Bren. Thank you. I got pretty nervous about it because everyone was like, listen, Chris, this guy's pretty serious, he doesn't take any shit, so you're not going to fit in well with this guy at all. And on top of that, they were like, he's really short and aggressive, he has like a Napoleon complex, and I was like, oh my god. I thought they were fucking kidding, and I walk into work, and he rode in on a goddamn horse, and I was like, are you serious? He's going to take this complex this seriously? He's mapping out the restaurant like on a fucking like Risk board game outline and speaking in French, screaming about Waterloo, throwing croissants at us. Like a pointy hat. He was eating that ice cream that's like chocolate, strawberry, vanilla. That's okay. Fuck you, Wikipedia. What else do I have? That's all about ice cream. I don't want to go down that. This happened. One of my friends got a girl pregnant, which I pretended to feel sorry for him about, and he's telling me about it, and he's like dating this girl, but not really dating her. He was like hooking up, I guess, and he got her pregnant, and he was telling me about it, and I said, first things first, you're not going to get an abortion, are you? He was like, no, I'm not going to get an abortion. Thank God. Don't get me wrong, like I'm very pro-choice, very, very pro-choice. But I had just been forced by my girlfriend to watch Dirty Dancing that week, and I'd seen an abortion scene that apparently Captain Hook performed. And that was not sitting well with me at all. That was pretty gross. But he was a real bitch about it. He was complaining about it. He was like, man, I'm just so unlucky. I can't believe I got this girl pregnant. I started thinking, like, man, if you didn't have the same pull-out tactics as America did in Vietnam, maybe you wouldn't be in this situation. So, you have yourself to blame. She's very patriotic, apparently, and loves Dirty Dancing. She just walked out on this. We'll use that next week. No, but he's telling me about it, and she's obviously trying to keep it secret. She doesn't want anybody to know because she's embarrassed. And so she didn't know I knew. And he's telling, he's telling me, he's like, yeah, she's in the hospital, blah, blah. There's some complications or whatever. And she gets out, and like I said, she didn't know that I knew. And she said, I was like, you feeling better? Is everything okay? And she says, yeah, I'm fine. I just had an infection. I was like, we'll break the ice right now. Infection? That's a terrible name for a child. So, let's stay away from that. This got off better than on Monday. I bombed on Monday. It was terrible. Steve was there. Steve saved me. I wouldn't stop talking at all. It was fucking miserable. And my friends are sitting there like, yeah, no shit, man. Like always in everyday conversation. So thank you, Steve. It was bad, man. It was really bad. I bombed at a place called Zuffy's. I was the most pathetic part of a place called Zuffy's. It's like 100 yards away from a strip club. That was me. That's real life. But no, I felt bad. I had to do. I went home and I was just sitting, like, sulking, looking out my windows in a Tracy Chapman's fast car on repeat. Looking around, like pathetic, like anorexic animals from like those Sarah McLachlan videos, or like, from PETA or whatever. Just so sad. And I sat there and I said, Chris, you can either sit here and sulk, or you can be an adult and be mature about this and just man up. Get back on that horse. So I put on Wilson Phillips, hold on, and really got after it. And that joke's awesome for two reasons. Because Maddie doesn't know what Wilson Phillips is, because he's too young. And the rest of you that do don't want to admit it and are just sitting there, someday somebody's going to turn around and make you cry. Okay, or maybe you fucking like it. It's a great song, guys. It's a great song. Anyway, I've listened to a lot of music. It's kind of going downhill. Music's going pretty downhill now. It's not as good as it used to be. I did hear a song this past week that I kind of fell in love with because I'm pretty patriotic. It was Toby Keith, Made in America. Y'all heard this song? Okay, great. Well, I guess I'll just sing it verbatim right now for you, the entire length of it. So if I can get some music in the background, huh? And a cowboy hat? No one's in? All right, awesome. You guys are fucking great. Even my girlfriend's not laughing at this right now, so that's fantastic. Anyway, Toby Keith, he came out with a song called Made in America. And he's describing the life of this patriotic farmer. It says, he's got the red, white, and blue held high on the farm. Super 5 tattooed on his left arm. And then he goes on to say, can't stand seeing